Today's date is September 22nd, 2014. This video is being made at the area where I was brutally assaulted on July 9th, 2014. My Twitter account is being hacked at this location, and I am all of a sudden now not able to send tweets from this location using my phone, my new phone. Okay, we're going to see if I come home today and any property is missing, damaged, or stolen. That includes property that's hidden close by, completely out of sight. We're going to see if this tent is damaged, missing, or stolen, and or if a trespass notice is put in a spot. I am being gang stalked here like you would not believe. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. This is the area where I was brutally assaulted on July 9th, 2014. This video applies for the next 2 weeks because I should be gone within 2 weeks. Now, I got property hidden close by, completely out of sight. I am being subjected to gang stalking, verbal harassment from across the street, including people up in that apartment gated community as well. Okay, they've yelled gang stalking, oh my god, from up there, and from people riding their bikes by on the sidewalk right here. Okay, so, and for some skinked out assholes they set up over there. Yeah, they're literally using homeless people to gang stalk, in the gang stalking of me, okay, at my hiking areas, and then they use UCSD campus police to come here 3 miles off campus to give me a police report for trespassing. But yet they're and the gang stalking I've endured here is the same exact identical verbal gang stalking I've experienced at UCSD. Now this area is 3 miles from campus. So UCSD police come here and give me an eviction notice to leave, trespass notice, but yet they're propping up, the gang stalking expedition is propping up people to hike out 100 feet away so they can harass me. Do you see what's going on here, folks? That's right. So if anything happens to any of my property, including this erected tent, my sleeping bags, and other camping gear that's completely hidden out of sight close by, and or trespass notice, if I come home or if any event occurs at this location, see, they gave me a trespass notice to move. They already know that I've dropped property off they already know that I have taken property to other places, okay, where I was going to use those places for at least temporary hiking areas, so I can move from here. They know that these areas are completely secluded from neighbors. For instance, I got neighbors above the hill behind me. I got neighbors over here. When they brutally assaulted me at this very spot on July 9, 2014, I pressed this blowhorn. It's a sports horn that you take like the sporting events, you blow it and it makes this really loud sound, and I used my whistle. I also was screaming for help. I called the police after they left, and the police told me that a neighbor called the police. Now, these other hiking areas where I took property to and dropped off at on several different dates, okay, gang stalking, oh my god, was caught being said on all audio files going to the main one, okay, on every occasion. And then once I would drop the property off and then go back to the bus stop to catch the bus to leave the area for the day, for each of those specific days, I would make a statement in my tape recorder, let's see if anybody on this bus says gang stalking, oh my god. The bus would come, I'd get on it, and they would constantly repeat gang stalking, oh my god. Every time I went there. Every time I went there. Now, this same exact verbal harassment has been caught here and at UCSD. It's how they let me know I'm being gang stalked, by repeating words and phrases along all my routes and physical gestures. Now, the words and phrases that they've been repeating along my routes are gang stalk. Gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk crazy, gang stalk, oh my god. Constantly and repetitively. Now, since this August 27th event has happened pertaining to the UCSD campus police coming down here and giving me a trespass notice 3 miles off campus, they have backed off from doing that. They're not doing that nowhere near as much. Now I think, check this out, I think now that they're trying to sensitize me to color red like they're doing to Bonnie and Oceanside. Go to YouTube and type in Bonnie and Oceanside gang stalking. And then go to Google and type in color harassment and gang stalking. You'll see what that's all about. Crazy shit. Anyways, it's an overt way to let you know you're being stalked as a result of, because these people got to know where you're at and who you are to place people around you to have them then engage in these repeated words and phrases, their sensitization methods, and physical gestures. It's a clever way to let you know you're being stalked without the target being able to prove it. That's why I make predictions. Okay, like right now I'm at the spot I was brutally assaulted at. The very spot I was assaulted at on July 9, 2014 was predicted by me 2.5 days before on July 6, 2014 in a video file at the very spot that I was assaulted at. Is that why the San Diego police officer wanted the memory card out of this camera? Is it? It's just a question. You might think to yourself, well, how would he know that the video prediction was on this memory card? Well, let me just put it to you this way. I told the San Diego police when they were down here where those two filthy animals went to. Okay, they didn't go over there. I also pointed them in the direction of where another skank who assaulted me right across the street from here on January 30th, 2014. I told them where he was hiking out at. They never went there. Okay, I also told them that the individuals that used to harass me on a night and day basis moved out from there and moved 300 feet away. I literally pointed to where, I literally told them I could take them to the place to where they're at. They didn't care. Now on September 5th, 2014, I was standing right in front of two San Diego police officers and told him I'd been brutally assaulted 4 times and that all assaults were predicted. 2 in email files, 2 in video files, and all 4 in audio files. That's right. They didn't care. They didn't say, well, Leslie, here's my card. I start shift tomorrow at, like, say, 6 a.m. I'll meet you in the police department at 2 o'clock. You can show me these video predictions and the email predictions. You can talk to me about what's going on. And you can sit back and show me the audio files of, that you have of people saying gang stalk everywhere you go. And then we'll investigate it. No, they didn't give a shit. And they don't give a shit. Go to Google and type in gang stalking and police. Gang stalking in universities, gang stalking in campus police, gang stalking in library security. In closing, go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman exposes library security guard admitting stage complaint can cause her to be banned, UCSD. Okay, then go to YouTube and Google and type in learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at UCSD. Learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at UCSD Price Center. Learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at UCSD Club Med. Learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at SDSU. Learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at Jack in the Box. Learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at Arby's. Learning disabled woman catches gang stalking at Arby's again. Learning disabled woman catches gang stalking at Ralph's. And what you're listening for in all of those videos is individuals getting around me and saying gang stalk. And guess what else they're doing? They're getting on the videos that show indisputably it being said around me, and they're pretending to be YouTube viewers, and they'll make comments below the video and say, I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Are you crazy? That's a method of gang stalking, because what they're trying to do is reorientate the perception of real viewers concerning, okay, she's saying this is happening, let's type these titles in, let's check it out. They go in and they hear it, and then they look at the comments below and they see another individual saying that they didn't hear it. That's done to even screw around with their perceptions, literally, because gang stalking is one of the main methodologies of gang stalking is gaslighting. And when you look at the movie Gaslight with Ingrid Bergman, that's why the term gaslight is a termed, coined phrase that describes gang stalking harassment, because a huge methodology of gang stalking is gaslighting you, where they do things to you and then deny it's happening to you. Why they're literally even gaslighting you why they literally will even gaslight you to your face with gang stalking physical gestures, as they're literally saying, no, I don't know anything about gang stalking. Police officers. I have literally had police officers, San Diego cops have literally gaslighted me with physical gestures while they're in my presence, claiming verbally they don't know what gang stalking is, because they know I got a tape recorder, okay, through cyber surveillance of my videos, and they're also wearing tape recorders, so they got to make it portray on their own recording devices that they don't know what I'm talking about, while literally perpetrating gang stalking, gaslighting physical gestures to my face as I'm talking to them. Literally. Alright, I gotta get, so if any event transpires at this area, because think about this, they're trying to steer me to these other isolated areas. That's why that's what the eviction was about, okay? Now, they can rob me, rape me, both, including stealing my cell phone. So if they rob me at these isolated areas, I won't even be able to call the police and tell them I got robbed and or raped at these areas until I leave the area and go find a cell phone, or go find a phone. And do you have any idea how hard it is nowadays to find a phone? A regular landline phone? And even then, if I do that, they'll say, well, where'd the assault take place at? I lead them to the area where the assault took place at, and they say, well, you can't stay here. You're staying in a park, Leslie. You can't stay here. Keep this video private. You can't stay here, Leslie, because you're not supposed to be living in a park. While all the while, the individuals who were staged to assault me, rape me, and or rob me get away because police are directly connected to gang stalking. In fact, go to Google right now and type in gang stalking and park rangers, San Diego. Look at how many other targets have implicated park rangers in the gang stalking of them. That's right. See, the whole goal is to steer me to these places because they know these places are isolated wooded areas that have no neighbors. And then all of a sudden today, my Twitter stops working at this area. Now, I have been tweeting every single day ever since I got on Twitter from this area with no problems at all. Okay? I've even sent tweets, though, that my Twitter account is hacked. And then all of a sudden this morning, after I send 3 tweets, Twitter stops working in reference to any tweet I make and then go to send it. Twitter sends me a message back saying, tweet failed to send. Now, if I make predictions when I wake up in the morning, let's see if anything happens here at this area. Or what I'll do is also put in the, because what I do is I apply coded descriptions to hiking areas. Okay? That way, when I put the tweet online or put the email file that I made a prediction in online, other types of criminals won't know where I'm living at, so they won't come and try and hurt me. And I also did it because if I make a prediction, like say if I make a prediction tweet and I put in the prediction tweet a coded description that accurately describes the geographical location I'm at, and then I say, let's see if I'm assaulted, raped, or robbed here. 2 hours later, it happens to me. I'll be able to prove that the location I was talking about, okay, was the location in the tweet, because once I open up the code, it will accurately and descriptively describe the location. That's why I do what I do. Okay? So, now all of a sudden, I can't send tweets. Yeah, baby, how convenient. Yeah. See, another thing, when a person is using Twitter, their followers are seeing what I'm posting. If they decide to retweet what I post to their followers, we're talking about hundreds of people being able to witness what's happening to me in real time, instead of somebody in the community just stumbling across a YouTube video I'm posting online. I can make this video once I'm going to upload it, make it private, but once I make it public, the event might not occur. This person won't know where I'm living at because events have happened in between that caused me to move. Do you see what I'm saying? The whole point for me is to predict what these little filthy rats are going to do before I do it, including today. I'm predicting something's going to happen at UCSD today and or Rouse. Let's see if it does. Okay? But since it's a video, even when it does and I catch the event on video and post it to YouTube, by the time my viewers see it, I'll already be living in the effects of the event, which are producing other events and effects. And that's the whole goal of gang stalking, to steer targets to other places where crimes can happen to them, so the victim has to live in the effects and the results of the crime. Robbery, no money for food. Robbery of food stamp card, can't use food stamp card no more. Robbery of my ID, can't go down and apply for emergency social services at social services, where I've caught the same exact identical gang stalking verbal harassment happening to me on video and audio at social services that I've caught at UCSD and at Rouse and all the other aforementioned places and more. The whole goal for them is to create circumstances through the tracking and stalking of you. In other words, I leave here and go to the other hiking area. I get there, I'm robbed. Okay? As a result, I gotta live in the effects of being robbed. If I call the police, they'll say, what are you doing here to begin with? I'll say, well, I was setting up a hiking area. Well, you can't hike here. Where am I gonna go now? I can't get back and forth to nowhere because my bus card's been stolen. I can't go to the grocery store and get any food for the day because they stole my money. I can't call anybody or tweet anybody about what's happening to me because they stole my phone that I use for internet, Twitter. Do you understand? Okay? So now they've taken away my Twitter capability. We're going to see when I leave here, I'm going to cross the street and sit on the ledge like I always do, which is the ledge where I was assaulted at on January 30, 2014 by an individual who was seen by me talking to other people at Rouse that have engaged in open gang stalking towards me, and one of the individuals that they had set up to harass me 150 feet away from November 2012 up until mid-April 2013, and when they moved 300 feet away on the other side. SDPD didn't give two shits, and they still don't. And if they take this video, or if anything goes sideways, hang on. If anything goes sideways concerning something happening and I get witnesses or whatever, SDPD will even, the syndicated ones will even go as far as staging an arrest. So they can make it appear, well, how can you say we're involved, Leslie? We arrested the guy who assaulted you. Then why did they alter the video of me being assaulted on MTS bus? Go to YouTube right now and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on MTS bus. Dissect everything in the description of that YouTube video, then go to Google and type in learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered. I gotta make this video 15 minutes or less. Bye.